Welcome or welcome back to my channel, you guys. So today's pick a card. We will have a look at what is the difference between you and your future spouse's ex-partner. What is the difference between you both? Now, this doesn't have to be, just something so negative or even positive. It could just be, a simple difference between, you and the person that they were with before you. So here we have the blue heart and the green heart. So let's get right into these messages. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. So you chose the blue heart. So let's have a look at the difference between you and your future spouse's ex-partner. So getting into some tarot here. So let's have a look. We have the Vortex, Temptation. Next, we have the King of Cups, Understanding, and Seven of Swords, which did come out in reverse. But I don't really too much take reversals. And if I do get a reverse card and I feel the reverse or, whatever, I will talk about it. So here we have the Vortex, Temptation. So Temptation, Understanding, and Loss. Seven of Swords, but it did come out in reverse. So obviously I'm just that type of person. I'm looking at loss, but I'm seeing win. So yes, so I feel like the difference between you and your future spouse's ex-partner, I feel like Temptation. With that card, I feel very much like you're not tempted by other people. Right off the bat, that's kind of what I'm getting. I feel very much like you're the type of person that your future spouse sees, and they see that you don't, because the Temptation is like the Devil card in traditional, tarot, but this is a different deck. But yeah, so it's like the Devil card. So it's like you're not very much tempted by things that their ex were tempted by. Could have been, drinking, partying, smoking, drinking, any of that stuff. And again, if you're like, I'm someone who parties, again, you can reverse the roles. Like if I'm talking about the ex and you feel like this is you, reverse the roles if need be. But yes, I feel like you're someone, tempted, like that's not, that's not tempted by things that you can control, if that makes sense. It's like it's like just because you're at this party or whatever and you get sloppy drunk or something like that, you're not tempted to cheat on your person. As an example, like you're not easily tempted by things. And with the King of Cups here, I feel like this is the Divine Masculine coming out. And I feel like this is someone who's very, again, we have understanding. I feel like someone who's very vulnerable. So I'm getting like the Divine Masculine in this connection could be very vulnerable with the Divine Feminine in this connection. So he's very vulnerable with you. And I'm saying with you because I know my readings, I do get more, women than men that watch my videos. So if I'm saying him as in your person, just switch roles if need be. But my channel is very much open to anyone. But yes, I do feel like he's very understanding of you. And with the Seven of Swords, which is lost, that's in reverse, which is lost, but I did get it in reverse, I'm looking at it as a win. So I feel like here, your person is looking at this ex who's, in temptation, who's, just doing what they do, doing what they did. And here you are over here just kind of like, okay, I'm just, like you're just doing you. It's like there's a big difference I'm hearing with you and your person's ex. Of course, you're two different people. But at the end of the day, I feel like no bad is worse than, bad. Like no good is better than someone else's good. So I'm not going to be doing that type of stuff. But I will just give you what I'm seeing, like the difference. I'm not going to just, drag someone through the floor. I'm not going to drag your person's ex through the floor. I'm just going to tell what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing. But yes, I do feel very much like there's a difference. Their ex could have possibly, been very tempted. And here you're someone who's just the opposite of that. It's like, again, Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're not someone who will sneak around them. You're someone who's very much not that type of person, and I feel like they like that. So that is what we get with this. And again, if you need to switch the roles if need be, you can. But yeah, that's kind of just what I'm getting with this. So let's get into some oracle messages about the difference between you and your future spouse ex. So I did pull two, and I feel like I did ask Spirit to represent a card for you and a card for their ex. All right, so getting into you, and we have the Shapeshifter. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. You're this person who's, again, just simply this shapeshifter, someone who's very much open to many different things. I feel like you see the good and the bad. You see even the bad and the good, and I feel like that is something very much different from your future spouse's ex. So next, their ex is showing up as the visionary, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So, you know, their ex could have been someone who was very much doing things, you know, to help people without really caring if it benefited them or not. And I'm also getting, it could be that the shadow side of things also, you know, everything doesn't have to just be this glooming thing. I just want to reiterate that to you. But I am getting that, you know, their ex could have been someone who could maybe, you know, just done things without caring if they gained anything. But I am very called to talk about the shadow, which is selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So I feel like this is just someone who is just very open. I'm getting that temptation card again. I'm feeling very much like they were just very tempting. And I feel like even if they weren't in a position to tempt others or to fall into temptation, I feel like they would put themselves in positions to be in that position, if that makes sense. Like, for example, like if they went to a party or something, or a bar or something like that, I feel like they would probably try to get drunk to cheat, but it's not, I'm not saying to cheat, but it's like they would just get drunk. But it's like in the back of their mind, they're like, okay, I know if I get drunk, you know, etc., etc. I'm not gonna get into all that. But yes, I feel like that could be a big difference between the both of you. So let's get into some cards that I made. We have lies, lies, and more lies. And we have grudge holder. We have wolf in sheep's clothing. So since we are talking about the difference between their ex and you, this is obviously talking about their difference. You know, their ex could have been someone who just told a lot of lies. Their ex could have been someone who, you know, who held a lot of grudges, who was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Again, I'm seeing like, you know, they could have come off as this visionary. They could have come off as someone who's just capable of just doing for others and seeing things like in a good light, but it's like beneath all that they are like this not so good type of person. It's kind of what I'm seeing. We have Queen Rising, step into power, praise, spotlight. Yeah, I feel like their ex could have been someone who just liked to be in the spotlight. I feel like even if it meant to put on this facade as if they were this good sheep is what I'm hearing. Put on this facade as if they were like this great type of person, but in reality they weren't. So yes, that is that. So lastly, we do have kiss my grits. No thank you, walk away, refusal, know your worth, self-respect, strength. And I feel like with this kind of makes me feel like this is your future spouse's ex. And I feel like this is someone who just didn't know their worth. I feel like they were doing stuff to be in the spotlight, doing things to be seen, to be heard, to be known. And I feel like it was like a self-respect thing. It's like, you know, it's like they probably didn't have their self-respect. And if they did, I feel like it was probably like an ego type of thing is what I'm hearing. They probably could have been the type of person, like, you know they look good, but they take advantage of that when it comes to other people. It's like they know they look good, so they try to get away with things because they know they look good. They know that, you know, your future spouse isn't going to leave them because, you know, all these people want me. How could he or she want to leave me when there's so many other people that want me, need me? I'm smart. Like, I don't know, I'm getting that right off the bat. But yes, I want to pull. What else do I want to pull? Let's pull one of these. Okay. So yeah, that's the difference between you and their ex. So yeah, so let's get one of these. So we have family karma. Okay, family karma, guardian. I don't have the book out here, so, but I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna channel this. So family karma. So I feel like your person's ex could have been going through things that their family could have done, and possibly that's why they were like that or are like that, or, you know, whenever your person was with this person. Family karma, working through things, feeling like they had to be in the spotlight because possibly their family weren't like at a good place or just weren't in the spotlight. Simple as that. It's kind of what I'm getting. Family karma. So let's pull some of these. Too many. Okay. Okay, we have solitude. So that, ooh, volatility. I'm seeing very much like, for sometimes like their ex would, you know, just be very calm to themselves, and then out of nowhere they would just explode. It's kind of what I'm seeing. Like, I'm seeing like everything will be cool, calm, and collected. Then next thing you know, they would just burst. Is what I'm hearing. They would just burst. Let's see. Purification, cleansing. And I feel like this goes so well with, you know, that knowing your worth, self-respect, strength. It makes me feel like a detox. It's like their ex just really needed to detox, needed to cleanse their life, the things that they were doing. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck, we have ebb and flow. So it's like needing to, you know, just go with the flow of life, putting themselves like in a more calm place. This solitude, needing to be alone. I'm seeing the word like toxic. So yeah. So let's get, trying to think what other card can I use. Let me just, and at the bottom of this deck, we have always partying. So let's see. The difference between your future spouse and between you and your future spouse's ex. Let's dig in here. Wow. They just wasn't. Can you read that? Ain't boo-boo. They just ain't boo-boo type of person. Oh yeah, your person was just fed up with it. Ooh, wants you back. Their ex could be wanting them back. Could be. Player. Yeah, they're showing up as a player. And bad karma. We just got family karma. So I feel like this is just, you know, your person's ex just going through a whole lot of karma. Just, you know, working through their family karma, bad karma, you know. And I always say, like, karma doesn't always hit you. It can always hit the people that are close to you. That's just my opinion on that. That, you know, family karma. You know, your future spouse's ex could be doing all of this. It's just karma just could have hit them. And we have rejected. And I feel like, yeah, your person just rejected this person. Or they may be getting rejected a lot by other people. And that's why, you know, they're this type of energy where they just really want to be seen, want to be known, want to be heard. So, yeah. So that was your reading, pal 1, about the difference between you and your future spouse's ex. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Welcome to your reading, pal 2. So you chose the green heart. So let's have a look at the difference between you and your future spouse's ex. So let's have a look at some tarot cards, and let's see just where the energy is. Okay, some of these did come out in reverse as well. Okay, so I feel very much this is like your person coming through. I feel like the difference, I feel like there's a big difference, and I feel like this is kind of like their past showing up. I feel like in their past, they could have dealt with a lot of anxiety, a lot of destruction, a lot of big changes happening. So we have Tower, Nine of Swords, and the Death card. So I feel like the big difference is, you know, there was a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of just things crashing down in their life. And with the Nine of Swords that came out in reverse, I feel like, let me just turn it around so I can visually just see this. It makes me feel like past, future. So again, I feel very much like they dealt with their ex, or, you know, before their ex, during their ex, after their ex. You know, I just feel like they were at this very cloudy place, this very crazy place. And it's like now it's like they just transform. Everything is calm. It's like, you know, just they've changed. It's like no more of this anxiety, no more of this chaos. So, yeah, so I definitely feel like there is a big difference between you and their ex. I feel like their ex, it was, of course, this is your future spouse. So this wasn't their person. So, of course, everything was not going the best. So, again, you know, now they're coming toward you, or they're with you, since we're talking about this ex, does not matter. But they're at a more calm place, is what I'm trying to say. They're very much at a more calmer place with you. But here, as you can see, like the ocean is like all this chaos. The ship is on fire. It's like everything. And like here, it's just like everything is just so calm. You're just very calm. So I feel like you're very calming to your future spouse, regardless, you know, if their ex, like the relationship with their ex was chaos, or just during the time they were with this ex, everything was just not going the best. You know, it doesn't have to just be so negative when it comes to talking about your person's ex. I'm not going to, you know, I don't want to be that type of person that I'm just talking real negative about the ex. So it may not be about the ex, but it may be like the situation around the time your person was with this ex, if you know what I mean. So I just wanted to clarify that. So absolutely. So let's go more with these oracle cards. So I did pull two, one to represent you and one to represent the ex. So I did ask Spirit to choose a card for you and choose a card for the ex. So looking at the difference, so you're showing up as the networker. They are showing up as the mother. Okay, so enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So I feel like you're very much someone who is very open with your person. I feel like you're very much, I'm hearing like social butterfly as well. If you're not a social butterfly, you don't have to be, but I am getting that you're just very much a networker. I feel like, and I'm also getting not just a networker with, you know, communicating with other people, you know, getting along with other people, but I feel like when it comes to a lot of things, you communicated with your person. And I feel like they really like that. You know, you don't keep secrets from them. It's like you tell them everything and anything. So that's their type of energy. So their ex is showing up as the mother, very nurturing, patient, unconditional, loving, joy in giving birth to life. So your person, for this is a general reading, so for some of you, your person could have a child with this ex. And if not, I just feel like there could have been a child and that type of situation, or just the person that they've dealt with in the past, this ex, was just someone who's very nurturing, very motherly type of energy. So that is that. So I like that. So getting into some more, we have, and when I saw these two come out together, I'm like, this is not making any sense. So we have casual wear and we have X keeps coming in between. So possibly, since we are talking about the difference between you and their ex, I feel like it's the casual wear coming out. You may be someone who just dresses very casual. You don't too much care to just, like, if you are the divine feminine, like, you don't care to put on makeup every single day. Like, you don't care to do that. You're very casual. Or, you're not someone who likes to just be over the top when it comes to dressing up. You're just very casual. But X keeps coming in between. So I feel like either their ex may be trying to come into this connection with you and your future spouse now. Like, this person may be popping up. Or again, if they have a child with this person, they keep coming in between this. Or this can also represent that the energy with your future spouse and this ex. Like, someone's ex and that connection that they had with this person was coming in a lot as well. So next we have creeping. Okay, so someone was creeping. Someone was creeping in this past connection your future spouse had. We have clout hungry. Okay, says, does anything. Very dramatic. All right, so this ex could have been, someone who's very clout hungry, who said, done things, just very dramatic. Next, we have ignoring. Okay, so I feel like your person could have been very much ignoring this ex that they had. I feel like that's probably why they keep popping up. Possibly could have been trying to come back to your future spouse before you meet them. If you don't know your future spouse, could have just been trying to come back, could have just used them for clout, is what I'm also getting. So yes, let's pull some more. The difference, what's up with this ex? Okay, we have too busy winning. Okay, too busy winning. What's up with this ex? So their ex may be, someone who's clout hungry, or they can also be someone who's too busy winning. And the jackpot card just came out, winning, money, rich, inheritance, unexpected money. So the ex could have just came up on some money or something. Oh my gosh, all those cards just flew. Let me get up. And I'm going to take them all. Yep. I'm going to take them. So we have rejected. Yeah, this person is very much rejected. We have fake accounts, fake social media to spy. So this person could be spying on your future spouse. We have groupie. That makes me so much think of the clout hungry. Like, their ex could have been someone who just wants to be with someone who has it all. I keep getting the energy of, like, your future spouse could be someone who may have money, who may be very big on social media, whatever. But yeah, and we have player. All right. So, and this could also be the energies that was with your future spouse and this ex. Okay. This ex doesn't just have to be all of this. Your future spouse could have been some of this as well. Just keeping it real, they could have been, your future spouse could have been a player. They could have been someone who, was spying on this ex. It could be like that. It can go many different ways. So, yeah. So, what next do I want? Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, dang it, I lost it. When I put these cards back, yo, this was at the bottom of the deck. Toxic. Oh yeah, it was very toxic with this ex. Very toxic. Okay. Very toxic. I want 3 of these. So we have perspective. Okay. Perspective, Milky Way. Let's see. Difference between them and this ex. Vision quest. And let's get, I was going to say one more. Yeah, I want one more. I just saw the card Effortless. I think that's the waterfall card. Oh yeah, look, it just came out. So yeah, I feel like very much, I feel like in the connection with you and your future spouse, I feel like there's a lot of just looking at things from a different perspective. I feel like a vision quest. I feel like that makes me feel like your future spouse has gone on a journey. You know, they've gone on a journey. Their ex has gone through a journey separately. It's also what I'm hearing, like that word come out really hard in my mind. Separately, like, you know, they're on this vision quest separately, you know, just finding themselves, getting themselves together. But I'm also feeling like looking at things from a different perspective and just going with the flow of life also. So that's very good to know. I'm also getting, this could have been how the connection could have ended with your future spouse and his ex. They could have, you know, just separated and, you know, yeah, things are just going. So lastly, let's have a look, and we have bump on a log. Okay. Lazing around, loafing, inertia, false start, non-responsive disinterest. And this makes me feel like, and I'm loving the green. But this really makes me feel like this could have been how your person felt in this connection with their ex. You know, they just could have felt just not interested in this. You know, I feel like this could have been like the ending of that connection. They just weren't there. Like they just weren't feeling it anymore. They just felt tired, just over it. It's kind of the energy. So this was a reading about the difference between your future spouse's ex and you. But I love how the messages that were coming out weren't just about you and their ex. It was, I feel like your future spouse is really wanting to come through and just let you know what was going on in the connection as well. Like what was going on with this ex, you know, this past relationship, what could have went down. So this was your reading, Pal 2. Thank you for tuning into this reading. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please be sure to leave a comment down below on what videos you guys would like me to make as well. And yes, thank you guys for tuning in.